going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Bringing it out, it's Fox. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Makes a quick catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
He hands it off from the gun. Running with purpose.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled, but 1st down.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. They bring him down with the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the wideout goes in motion. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That's reeled in. It's Jennings. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Utah State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Nicholson. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The pocket breaking down. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, Stanford. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first down, it's play action. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Jennings. Oh, and it's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Bringing it out, it's Fox. Refusing to be brought down. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Off the play fake on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. He'll spot it at the 24. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the sophomores got him for a sack. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
This will likely be the last play of the half. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Trying to find room. It's Nicholson. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Second and goal for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Cardinal. And the route is on. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback. And you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it. Backed up to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's looking to scramble. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Short connection to the tight end here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. That sack sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made on the right side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up for the 1st and goal for the 8.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
This quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Oh, the pass is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was is under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Incompletion sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead back within 2 scores. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And one final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stop there for no gain, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense...
And they heave it deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Nicholson. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Touchdown, Stanford. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Bringing it out, it's Fox. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Iowa State's offense back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
You know, these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's looked at as one of the top dual-threat quarterbacks in the country. He can throw it, he can spin it downfield, but also he's a threat to be able to take off and go just like this.
And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Defense does a nice job here of pressuring the quarterback, but once he takes off to scramble, he gets to the outside and breaks contain, gets out of bounds, and picks up some good yards.
Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Stanford has moved into the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. The Stanford offense lines up on first and goal now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, Cardinal. And the beatdown continues. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Utah State, 15.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Fox. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Utah State offense out there. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Trying to create here on the move. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference.